My backhand side, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to answer that question this way. I'm coming in prepared. You have time for one more?
I was going to say, let's just give us 5 minutes, just run through the final four. Just give us like a thumbnail over the final four so you get a chance to see them all.
All right. Throw the ball so they can catch it. This one is, when I was a shortstop, I made, there's three things you got to do as an infield or play defense in general. You got to get to the ball, you got to catch the ball, and you got to throw the ball. I could do all three really well. That's why they let me there. But one thing I didn't do all the time is I would throw it so dang hard that they couldn't catch it. I'm a shortstop, and there's a second baseman there. I catch the ball, and I would come up and I'd do this, and then I'd fire 100 miles an hour at 15 feet, and I'd drill him in the chest. That's throwing the ball too hard. And my coach would yell, and I still hear Coach Brazier saying, yelling out, "McCudden, throw the ball so he can catch it. You don't have to drill him." So I learned how to clear my glove so he could see it, because when I did this, it was hidden and he couldn't see it. So I learned to do all those type of things. In the business world, I started handing projects off, or I was working with other people. And I know you guys do assignments together sometimes in school. Work together. Hand your portion of the project off to somebody else in a way that they can understand it. When I would do that, I found our team had better success if I changed what I did to help the other person out. I physically had to do something different. I just couldn't throw it over the second base at 100 miles an hour and expect it to work. Develop your strengths. That's the very first lesson I got in baseball when I went to camp. Was they said, if you're going to make an impact on this team, it's going to be because of your strengths. Know what those strengths are, because that's what's going to get you in the lineup. What's going to keep you out of the lineup is your weaknesses. Develop your strengths to the point that I got to have that bat in the lineup. Or if it's late in the game, I got to have your defensive skills in the lineup. Make those strengths so good that you can't help but have the coach put you in. The thing that's going to keep you out of the game is your weaknesses are so bad. Say, I can't hit a ball over 80 miles an hour. If you can't do that, you're not going to be in the lineup. At least hit fastballs. At least hit something so it's not going to be a deterrent. You might get at the bottom of the lineup, but you're in. So you develop your weaknesses enough so your strengths become so valuable that you have to be there. And that's the same thing in the business world. Find what interests you and develop those strengths into something of value. So when you start knocking on doors, you have something to bring to the table. Quite often, it could just be a passion for something. But find those strengths and develop those strengths. Don't be afraid to strike out. Take your cuts. This is a lesson, and actually, when you look at some of the best baseball players out there, the home run hitters and those type of things, they don't go up there worrying about missing the ball. That's not what's on their mind. They're going to the plate with a game plan. They're not worried about striking out. They're worried about hitting behind the runner. They're worried about lifting the ball deep when there's a runner on third and less than 2 outs. They're going up with a game plan. They're not worried about missing the ball. Get that out of your head. What this is about is removing the fear of failure and replacing it with the excitement of success. Remove the fear of failure and replace it with the excitement of success. That's exactly what happens in the business world. Quite often, the business world, you're being asked to do something and you're looking for that one right answer. Don't be afraid to come up with multiple answers. Get excited about possibilities of solving the problem as opposed to worrying about doing something wrong. Number 8. You can't always control what happens on the field, but you can control how you react to it. All right, so you can't control what happens on the field, but you can control how you react to it. This usually happens when, on the field, in a game, in a close game. And let's say it's a really tight game and somebody makes an error, a physical error. How are you going to react to that physical error your teammate just made? Some people blow up. Some people get mad. Some people yell at them. That's the last thing you want to do because you need that guy out there. It happens. You can't control what's out there. You can't control if you're going to get a bad hop. You can't control if you're going to get a bad throw to you. You can control how you react to it. That's what changes a game. That's what good teams do, is they react positive on the field. Even if it's a negative thing that happens on the field, life's not perfect. It's a game. It's not perfect. Things are going to happen. Your job is to react in a positive way to make a positive impact for your team. The same thing happens in the business world. You can't control what's going to happen. You can't control your budget sometimes. You can't control what the client's going to say. You can't control a lot of different things. You can control how you react to it. Bring something of value back to a situation that didn't work out so well. When you add a positive response to a negative happening on the field, you're going to create value back to your team. That's exactly what you have to do as a team member. I've got one more I want to share with you. And this is number 10. Probably the most important one right here. Play happy. Play happy. This is actually from Willie Mays. Willie Mays, every single day he went on the field, he said, play happy. It's a game, guys. You go on a field to play a game. It should be fun. If you prepare yourself going to the game, it's showtime. It's not work. It's showtime. It's fun. Enjoy what you're doing. And in the business world, find something of interest for you, because then you can be passionate about it and you're going to put a lot of hard work into it, and you're going to be much better at that than if you find something you just hate. If you just can't stand what you're doing, find a way to either move out of that position or find a way to offer up some other services to where you have a portion of the day that you like. But the idea here is to play happy. And when you're on the field, there should be all kinds of smiles. There should be all kinds of excitement because you get to play Morningside baseball. You get to be a Mustang. You get to make a difference. Every single one of you, if you're starting or not, you get to make a difference in the way this team performs. That's got to make you happy. You're going to be well prepared. You're going to go to that field and just smile all day long because you know you can make a difference in what's happening on that field. So, Coach, that's what I've got today. And hopefully, that's it.